Before I get into this video, I just want to make one thing abundantly, bombastically, emphatically clear. If I see things are happening from a certain Twitch twerking or I see some sort of Doherty exploring from Chelsea, swipe or no swiping from Barcelona with no map because we just seem to be going after anybody and anybody. If I see all of that, don't even turn around and ask me in Spanish what we should do next. Because I'm just going to look at the TV screen like a 5-year-old and just wait for you to continue your sentence. Because I'm not in the mood. Alright, let's watch the video. Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Not So Daily Dosage, and today it's time to talk Cucurella. If it's done, then fantastic. If it's not, hopefully it's done soon, but I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on this deal and why I would like the player to join. The pros outweigh the cons in my opinion, and hopefully we don't get a things are happening from a certain journalist. I'm not trying to get scarred and bruised again, battered by this Barcelona journalist any longer. The Twitch twerker, I've had enough of you. Keep your mouth shut, move on, pick your own damn target, stop following us. Once again, Chelsea are here to hijack another move. Hopefully this one actually goes through. Cucurella, why am I pro this move? Now listen, there's a whole host of reasons. I can understand the concerns. I've seen the queries, the questions. People are mailing in at a bundle, at a high volume. People talking about why are we signing another left back? We've already got Chilwell. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? He's only 5'8", 5'9". It doesn't make sense. If he plays in the back three, he's going to get targeted. Let me tell you why I think this is a move that absolutely suits us down to the T. And I feel like people are not thinking outside the box enough. And this is deal or no deal. Around here, all the boxes are on the table. I give you 100k, I give you 10p, I give you everything. Cucurella, let's talk about the player first of all. Versatile. You've seen him play 10 or so games in left side centre back in a free. You've seen him play left wing back. Possession based team, same formation as us, well trained, well drilled, fantastic. Now technically the guy looks sound. Okay, the guy's a good crosser of the ball. We saw that firsthand at Stamford Bridge when he put it in for Danny Welbeck and we got absolutely rinsed, assisted, 1-1, draw, drop points. I was there in the flesh, not impressed. But I was impressed with Cucurella. Beautiful cross. The guy is a good carrier of the ball, but he can also actually go past players. If you put him in a situation where he needs to find a solution, his dribbles completed is solid, it's good, it's at a good level. He looks like as a player that can go past players. And we have too many times these wing backs, if they're not on an overload, if they're not in acres of space, if they are faced with an issue, with a problem where they have to get past a defensive player, they are unable to do so, and that costs us. That stops us from isolating 1v1 on those flanks. It stops us from progressing. It stops us from moving forward. We have to go back and continue to keep passing. I want wing backs that can go past players, whether it be pace, dribbling, or even both. Cucurella's got a bit of both. Now, let's talk about left side centre back. Yes, he's short. I always feel like you're going to get maybe one short player, whether it be an Azpilicueta or a Koundé, as long as they got the leap and they can contest and they're just not mugs, they can handle themselves. And Cucurella's shown with about a 55, 54, 53 aerial success rate last season in the Premier League that he is no scrub. He has one headers. He's able to challenge. He's able to leap. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to get targeted. For sure, if you're going up against Koulibaly, Silva, you're going to target Cucurella. But I do feel like he can hold his own. He's got the tenacity. He's got the spirit, the passion, what people want, okay, in the stadiums. He's got it. I think he can bring that to the table. But more importantly, the underlapping and overlapping runs. We saw Rudiger travel with the ball from that position. The way he would be able to underlap Chilwell and Chilwell could maybe funnel back. That versatility, that flexibility, that is something that could be such a key tactically for Tuchel to just randomly surprise teams. You've got now two players that play on that side that are fluid, good on the ball, good technically, quick, good for transitions. That side now could be mopped up, especially if you've got Jorginho playing on the left side of a pivot. You're thinking about transitions. You're thinking about how many times have Chelsea been done on counter-attacks last season because they didn't have players that were quick enough. We had to use Alonso and Jorginho down that left-hand side, and we were getting stripped, ripped, absolutely destroyed because on transition, those two players are slow. You add a Cucurella into this You saved Chilwell, who had a massive injury last season. You don't have to play him as much because he can play left wing back. If anything, some people feel like he's a slight upgrade. We'll let them battle him out, battle amongst themselves and decide who's the better player. But you've got two players in a similar mold that can counter press, that can handle transitions, that are good technically. I think that's a plus. That's something that's needed. The two wing backs in this team are the most important positions out here. If we have them, we look good going forward. We're balanced in possession. We use both sides. We progress the ball. We create chances. We even score goals. Those guys actually score goals for us. If they're inverted, they make those runs in the box. They lash them home. Cucurella scored a wonderful goal against Manchester United. Not many goals, but hopefully can add to that. If we don't have wing backs and they're slow, lethargic, and not very quick, and not very technical, and not good for link-up, then the whole thing comes crashing down. We saw that last season. My biggest gripe with Alonso is the fact that, yes, he's slow. Thank you for the service, but time to go. The brother does not link up with any winger out there. When it's Hudson-Odoi, he has to swap flanks. No matter who's been out there, there's no chemistry. You can't name a single Chelsea winger that has had chemistry with Alonso since he signed. Not Hazard, not Pulisic, not Hudson-Odoi, not any of these wingers has there been real free-flowing chemistry. But when we was on that really good run, where we beat Juventus, and we won all these games, Chilwell, Hudson-Odoi down that left-hand side, there was wonderful chance creation last season on our winning run. And that's because there was fluidity, there was chemistry, there was pace, there was overlapping runs, there was underlapping runs. If you get your head up and you've got options either side of you, and you know Chilwell's bombing down that side and he's getting there quickly, you can use him, or you can actually shift the ball into your other foot and you've got more space. I don't feel like Alonso contributes quickly enough. Yes, he contributes, but he's too slow. And most of his situations of promise come from the fact that we've overloaded the right-hand side in build-up play and in chance creation from Reece James, and then we switch it over to Alonso, who's in loads of space, who can capitalize. But I want to see equal build-up on both sides now. I want to see balance. And that's what Cucurella brings to this team. Now, at a 50 million price, I think we're going to match it. It seems like we're willing to go there. Manchester City won't go near 50. They want to stick at 40. I'm fine with that. I think that's a good deal for what you get in this market at that age. At fullback, you tend to have to pay 40, 50 million. If we have to overpay a little bit, it is what it is. It's late in the window. It's to be expected. Now, one thing that people really aren't talking about that I think is an extra little key. I've spoken about the fact that him and Chilwell can kind of rotate, cover for each other. One stays, one goes. Cucurella sometimes bomb forward in the left wing back. Chilwell maybe takes it a little bit slower and sits in that left side centre-back role, or he becomes an inverted player. We know Chilwell's comfortable in central areas. They can take it in turns, defending and attacking. That's flexibility. That's confusing. That's a tactical weapon. But also, same thing that people were talking about with Reece James at right side centre-back, with Rafinha at right wing-back. I think this could be critical for Hudson-Odoi. Now, hear me out. Hudson-Odoi played a lot under Tuchel at wing-back. He played right wing-back, but he also played a little bit of left wing-back in the first game that Tuchel ever managed against Wolves. He swapped flanks and he played that side. If we are to apply the same logic that Reece James could play right side centre-back and move to right-back and push Rafinha forward if we had signed him, think about potentially Cucurella at left side centre-back, Hudson-Odoi at left wing-back. That's more attacking. You're not playing two defenders, out and out defenders on that side. You're playing a very attacking left wing back at left side centre back who's capable of playing there. And you're playing a left winger. Again, you will complain that people are out of position. This is Tuchel's formation. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to make the best out of a bad situation. Your Hudson-Odoi's at left wing back. He pushes to left wing. Cucurella moves to left back. Suddenly now you've been able to push an extra attacker forward on that pitch. He's played wingers at wing back before. I'm not saying I agree with it, but if you put players on the wide side of those centre back in the free positions that can move into the flank areas, then you give yourself a natural opportunity to shift your defence across and move to a 4. And that's how Chelsea go to a 4-2-2-2. That's how we continue to keep changing into that formation, to keep pushing those numbers forward, because we're able to shuffle that defence across. We did it when Ziyech played right wing back, because Ziyech pushed forward against Tottenham, and then it was pushed over to the right, the defence, and then Ziyech ends up moving forward in that 4-2-2-2, or in that whatever formation you want to call it, whatever we was playing for, whatever. It is all over the shop. It's fluid. So I think Cucurella gives you that as well, and that's something that's important. But like I said, you need quality depth. The reason why Chelsea, the main issue why Chelsea are nowhere near Manchester City and Liverpool, because on our day when we play these teams, our record is not bad under Tuchel. We've taken them to penalties, both finals against Liverpool. We know we're not as good as them, but we're able to take toe-to-toe with them if we play our best. But the issue is the lack of consistency over the course of the season. Why don't we have the consistency? Because when anyone in that first 11, our strongest 11, drops out, our replacements are not even adequate. They're not average. They're actually quite poor in terms of the level we're aspiring to play at. And that is what Cucurella changes. Cucurella at left side centre back and left wing back gives you quality in depth. Yes, he's going to play. He's going to want to play most games. There could be injuries. There could be suspensions. Don't worry too much about quality players having to rotate with each other. If you're playing with them 5 subs, if you're taking into account that Chilwell's just come back from a massive injury and may not be at his level currently or get to that level quite quickly, and he needs time to readjust and get back to match sharpness, you've got quality that can play there. And like I said, the guy's versatile. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm expecting us to then move away from that left side centre back position and move on to other areas. So I'm quite happier with this one. I think he's a quality player and didn't really ever think we had a chance of going for him. So I'm quite surprised pleasantly. But let's see if we get it wrapped up, if it's not wrapped up already for this video. Fofana is another player. Like I said, it seems like they're trying to involve Loftus-Cheek in the deal. 45 million potentially involving him there. When it comes to Loftus-Cheek, I actually personally feel, and this may be unpopular, in the short term, he's more useful to this squad than Gallagher is, if you're picking between the 2 8s. But obviously, Gallagher's a lot younger. Tuchel really loves him, probably wants to work on him, improve on him, great attitude. So he's going to keep him, stick with him. I don't really know where he fits into this formation. I've made no secret of that, but it is what it is. Loftus-Cheek has shown he's capable of playing right wing back, which I think is quite useful in a team that hasn't signed a right wing back yet. But if you're going to involve him in a deal, I ain't really got too many qualms at this point. They would need a replacement for Maddison or Tielemans, who are running out of contract in the next couple of years. He plays very well on a free. Leicester play a free-man midfield. If it brings the price down for Fofana, I'm not going to complain too much, because at the end of the day, we've got far too many 8s for a team that play only in a pivot, in a 3-4-3. So we've got too many 8s. If we're not moving to a 3, you may as well get rid of some of them. It's as simple as that. Loftus-Cheek, for me, in that pivot is causing problems, because he wants to be box to box, but he leaves gaping holes. He's not 6. His best position is in a 3. We're not playing with a 3. So he's actually now better even at the wing back role. Saw it at the Bernabeu, saw it in pre-season a little bit. At least he's able to carry the ball, drive with the ball, take players on, be that inverted wing back, be that third 8, but from that position. If you can't do that and you're not keeping him for that, then at this point, just help him. Help me help you. You help us, okay? You go and we get Fofana and the defense is done. I'm bored of talking about the defense now. I want to move on to attackers. We need attackers. So, yeah, that's it. I've had my spiel. That's my thoughts on Cucurella. I've mentioned all my different points. The guy is good at dribbling. The guy is good at ball progressing. He's good at carrying the ball. He's good at crossing the ball. He's nippy, good across the ground. I don't think he's going to get absolutely trashed on aerials. Similar to Ampadu, they may not be the tallest, but they are competitive. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hopefully, if this is out, the deal is done, or maybe it's nearly done. I'm just putting my thoughts out there regardless. Pick up your damn selves. Make sure you smash up the likes. Yeah? Smash up the damn likes. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I'm back. And I'm coming with serious uploads on a daily, frequent basis. Even though we're still not in the studio. Big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace. Come on.